Hey, what is happening, folks? It is Jimmy G in the place to be, bringing you to the good, the bad, the awesome, where we unbox, give my first reaction to all things pop culture. So if you like to see what I see when I see it, you see it, hit that like and subscribe button. Get notified when we have new videos, which post every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And if you've done that so far, thank you so much. Don't forget about our 3,000 subscriber giveaway going on, and hit another milestone, 5 members, hallelujah. And so that's great. And so we're on our way to 4,000 subscribers before November 1st, hopefully 5,000 by the end of the year, which will be wonderful. But we're gonna go and talk about one of my favorite new companies, Fondjoy. And y'all have seen my Fondjoy review on Superman and my Fondjoy review on Batman, and this company is impressing me for the cost of what you get. It's just like it's basically finding an all-you-can-eat Korean barbecue buffet for like $19.99. That's what it's like to me, and it's actually delicious. And so here we've got Fondjoy's Harley Quinn. Take a look at this, see if it's an amazing figure, see if it's something that you should get and add to your collection, or should you just pass up on this little Suicide Squad girl. And here she is, folks, Harley Quinn from Suicide Squad from Fondjoy Figures, officially licensed by DC and Warner Brothers. Was able to pick this up off of AliExpress for a big whopping $18.99, which was a steal of a deal considering how amazing and how much I love these figures. And so if you don't know much about Harley Quinn, well, she is basically Joker's girl, right? So she first appeared in the Batman animated series in September 11th, which is interesting, 1992, in the Joker's favor. Her first comic book appearance was in the one-shot Batman Harley Quinn #1, published in 1999. But if you don't know much about her, what her name is and all that good stuff, her official name was Dr. Harleen Quinzel. She was a psychologist and an intern at Arkham, and got a chance to get up close and personal with the Joker, to study him and to kind of see what she can do to help him. And well, as y'all know, yada yada yada, the Joker kind of corrupted her, and she is who she is now. This version is the Suicide Squad one that was played by Margot Robbie, and I think they perfectly casted her as Harley Quinn. I think this was a great casting. This is one of those ones that I was like, yes, I like it, I do approve. I do love the original red and black Harley Quinn outfit, but this one is pretty cool as well. So there's the front of the box, the side, the back, showing you everything you kind of get, and all this stuff, movable molding option parts. But there it is there too as well. But the boxes, my box is a little beat up. That's the one bad thing about AliExpress, is sometimes they just don't really take care of the packaging. So if you're an in-the-box collector, you may look at getting this elsewhere. Now, if you're to buy it in the States, you're probably gonna be paying, probably about $30–35 for this. What I love about the $18.99 is cheaper than a McFarlane figure, but I think is really great. It's a 1/9 scale, so not necessarily in scale with McFarlane, but that is okay, especially if you're just collecting characters. But when you open this up, this is what I love about Fondjoy's packaging. It has the magnetic clasp, and then you open it up, and this is the presentation that you get. And so that's really cool. You can kind of see everything that's there. So if you are an in-the-box collector and like to open it up, you can kind of do that too as well. So I can't wait to get this out of the box to show you everything that you get, all the posability, and just compare it with other figures and tell you my thoughts about it. So let's get her out of the box right now. out of the box and onto my table, here she is, Harley Quinn, Daddy's little monster. And I love some of the details that they are doing on these figures, and Fondjoy again has been doing a really good job. I'm looking forward to their pipeline that they have. They've got a bunch of other figures getting ready to come out. I think they do a really amazing job at a fraction of the cost of some of the other people. So but here's what you get in the box. First of all, you get this beautiful stand that you can kind of put her on. Has her name right on it. There it is. This is kind of a, what I like about this is got resistance, so that way you can keep her on it, and it does move up and down, back and forward. You get her baseball bat. Very nice details. It's painted here and very good. No overspray. Nice hard plastic there too as well. So looks really good. You get her hammer with the happy face on it there. So it looks really nice. Again, nice hard plastic on this guy there. You get the mouth open face, and here's a kind of a closer look at that face. I think they did a decent job at the face here. Doesn't look like Margot Robbie, but still it's a pretty decent job. It's hard for some of these action figures, especially when you think about you're buying a budget figure. You're not gonna get like a Leonardo da Vinci portrait of Margot Robbie. That's reserved for places like Hot Toys and Mezco and Mayfex and all those ones. This does, though, for the $18.99. I think it looks pretty decent. Love the feel of the hair. Everything looks kind of cool. The hair is a blonde, but it's kind of a little bit of a dirty blonde here too as well. You get her gun, which is really cool. Has the little club symbol there. So really nice little details on it. Nice little paint details on this gun. Something they didn't have to do. They could have just given you just a regular gun, which most places do, but that looks really good. You get her spiked cufflinks here that you can kind of put on. You have her regular ones on her right now, and then you got two sets of hands, and the hands have some really cool details within the gloves right there, so that looks really good. Real nice. And then of course the ring on the finger, the black fingernail polish. Well, it's actually, if you look at it, it's got like the black, red, green, blue, I think. Yeah, that's more of a blue right there on that fingernail polish. So really nice details there. And then of course overall here, the thing that we are waiting for here is the figure itself. Up just a little bit so we can kind of get just a little more illumination on here. And this is the face that you got with her right here, with a nice little smirk. Again, really nice looking face. The belt is movable on here. This does not remove, which would be, you know, I wish it would, so that way, you know, you can have two guns instead of just one. But overall, I mean, the paint details here, the Daddy's little monster printed on there, really nice. You kind of got the rips in the shirt. You can kind of see the yellows. Fondjoy did a decent job here on all of the details on this figure. So there is the back. I mean, just really good. The leggings here, and then the printing here, it says pudding. And then that's Joker's pet name that she gives him to remind him that he is Jack Napier underneath all of that makeup. But very nice. She's got the high heel stilettos on here with the kind of the Converse high heel stilettos. She kind of does have the same ankle problem that Wonder Woman has. It's just a little bit of a weak ankles there for my taste on that. But really nice. The shorts, little Harley butt right there, but overall just a decent job. So we'll just kind of rotisserie view this so you can kind of see all of it in all of her glory. There she is. From a height standpoint, let me see if I can get her to stand up here, because that's the kind of the little difficult part with those stilettos there. And let me pull the camera back down, and we'll bring on the tape measure, and she is about 7 3/4 inches tall. So that's, again, you're probably not going to have her scale with any of your other figures, but Fondjoy figures. But articulation wise, I mean, you got neck articulation and head articulation, so that is really good. Actually, no neck articulation. You just got the head on that. So it does spin all the way around if you need to. No articulation in the pigtails there, unfortunately. Arm, you have the drop. You have kind of the in and out right there. It comes all the way up, goes all the way around. You have more than a 90-degree bend on that elbow. So you got a little bit of a butterfly that you can do here, and the wrist is on a ball there. You got this top bit right here that you can bend, turn maybe just barely, but not much. But you have the wrist that you have the bottom ab crunch, but the wrist does, I'm not the wrist, the waist does turn. And then the legs, you can just about Jean-Claude them. But I like this, you got this hip drop here that you can do, that you got right there. You have a little bit of a twist here, no thigh rotation, just like there's no bicep rotation here. And then you do have more of a 90-degree bend there. You can kind of kick up. Oh, and you can pop your leg off. If you watch my reviews, you know I'm known for popping legs off of things. But let me get that leg back on. So there we go. But yeah, you can kick up, kick back. So that's what you got there with the articulation. Removing the head, you just pop it off, pop the new head on. We'll put her in some different poses that you'll be able to see all that good stuff. But let's get her compared to some other figures that we have to show you kind of like how she scales and looks. All right, folks, here she is next to Fondjoy's Batfleck, Ben Affleck's Batman. The reason why I did that, because that is the universe that she's in, that Snyderverse, with that Ben Affleck Batman. And she is tall. She is really, really tall. I think it's the stiletto shoes there that make her that way, so you can kind of see how big she is. And now let me bring in, I'm going to bring in the next one here, if I can get him to stand up. So let's do this. Let's move you to the side like that. Let's move you to the side like that. And let's bring in a McFarlane 7-inch Batman. So you can kind of see here, McFarlane's is a little bit shorter than Fondjoy there, so but doesn't necessarily scale well together. But that is the McFarlane Batfleck there, so you can kind of see how that looks. We're going to bring in a Marvel Legends Wolverine, so you can kind of see from that scale there. 5-inch Batman from McFarlane, the Kenner Superheroes line that they have. Let's do this. Let's bring in a 6-inch black figure. Oh, there goes Ben Fleck. Ben Fleck, Batfleck, Ben Fleck, whatever you want to call him. Let's get him back up there. Come on. So my space gets kind of limited here, but let's get you here. Let's get you. Oh, I keep falling. My Batman keeps falling. So there we go. I want you two just kind of hold hands. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. They're all falling. So I'll show you here. So that's how she compares to Black figure right there, Black Series, and then just a deluxe class Transformer there. So there we go. All my figures are all falling down. But here they are together, falling and loving and all sorts of deliciousness that they are. Let's get you back up here, Ben Fleck. Ben Fleck. There we go. Wolverine. There you are. This little Batman. And then, oh, I forgot about you, Ahsoka. 3.75-inch. So you can kind of see there's the entire family of figures. So let's talk about my final thoughts on this Fondjoy figure. Is it one you should go ahead and get, or should you just pass it on by? And so back for my final thoughts on Harley Quinn. We'll bring her in, probably the figure, probably the pose. I will probably keep her in for a little bit. Loving this figure. I mean, it's not exactly a Margot Robbie lookalike, but for $18.99 from AliExpress, you cannot beat the price. Now you can get this on Amazon and places like that, but you're going to pay a little bit more on that. So when you consider $18.99 for Fondjoy and all the accessories that you got, and the cool stand and the nice box and presentation, versus let's say a $22.99 McFarlane or a $24.99 Marvel Legends, I mean, the bang for the buck here is awesome. Now it is not going to scale well with your Marvel Legends or your McFarlane figures. So this is only going to scale with Fondjoy. Now Fondjoy is a newer company, so they are still developing and releasing figures. So there's not as many as like say a McFarlane, but they will be releasing more, and they've got a lot in their pipeline. But on a scale of good, bad, awesome, I would rate this one a fairly freaking awesome. Love the detail, love the things that they've done here. Only thing I don't like, again, she's got the wobbly ankles like Wonder Woman did, which I did a review of too. So I did 3 Fondjoy reviews. But other than that, I think she is a perfect figure. And I kind of feel a little naughty playing with this figure because, I mean, she is gorgeous, just like Margot Robbie is gorgeous on that. So, but that is all I got to say about Daddy's Little Monster. She is a beauty, beauty, beauty. So I would encourage you to go ahead and pick this up. I may put a link in the description below on some places where you can get it. But if you're a DC fan, if you're a Suicide Squad fan, if you're a Harley Quinn fan, or if you're just a fan of really good action figures, Fondjoy is the way to go. So that is all I got to say about that. And if you like these videos, maybe consider becoming my 6th member or my 7th member. Consider that membership, or maybe giving a super thanks, or just continue to subscribe and just get notified when we have the new stuff. But that's all. So until next time, y'all remember to stay young, have fun, and be awesome. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye now.